There has been an alarming rise in the number of hate crimes against Asians in the United States. Many incidents have not been investigated as hate crimes and haven't led to arrests. There are growing calls for authorities to do more. Sarah Walton reports from New York.
There have been scenes like this across New York in recent weeks, as increasing numbers of people call for tougher action against anti-Asian hate crime.
We've gotten braver, we've gotten more organized, and there's an awareness. And now we have to address it. We have to change it. We have to fix it.
As a white person, I think it's very important too that we do our part to educate other white people and try to learn the best we can how to help.
Being here is part of a catharsis that I've been longing for, as I've just been navigating through this kind of landscape or a similar landscape throughout most of my life.
Attacks against Asians in New York rose from 3 in 2019 to 28 last year. And so far, more than a dozen incidents have been investigated this year. But there are concerns not all cases are being reported. The NYPD has stepped up patrols in the city's Chinatown districts. But crime experts believe the authorities need to do more to engage with the community, rather than simply increasing their presence on the streets.
That might feel like they're keeping neighborhoods safe, but it actually might be making a lot of people feel unsafe. There are lots of Asian Americans and people of color in general who have a negative, visceral reaction to police officers. And so seeing more police officers in their neighborhoods might actually, make them more nervous, if anything.
This is all the legislation against Chinese Americans and Asian Americans.
The Museum of Chinese in America has charted the history of anti-Asian racism in the US and is now documenting people's current experiences for a future exhibit.
Synonymous with the journey of Chinese immigration to this country and the lives that Chinese people have led here for over 150 years is fundamentally based in discrimination. This is embedded in a systemic, fundamental, foundational issue in the United States history. We need to record it, and then we need to begin creating a new narrative, and only then can we begin to respect one another.
The NYPD has launched a new initiative to tackle anti-Asian hate crime with a focus on community outreach. They'll also use plain-clothed officers to try to catch offenders in the street. But they face an uphill job, with new incidents of anti-Asian hate crime now being reported in the media here nearly every day. Sarah Walton, CNA, New York.